So another thing I wanted to address is this, the Morara Kebaso situation. Okay? So Morara Kebaso quits politics. Let me just read it through. I can now live my life, I can do my biz, make my moolah, travel the world, see my friends, visit a bar, and not worry about pictures. I'm free. Nobody. So one thing is that Morara Kebaso, he was a benefactor of the maandamano. Him and Kina Samuel, they were benefactors of the maandamano, okay? But before I say a lot about this, kuna video Morara amepost today that I want to address. He says that he's out of politics, but he still has a lot to say. So let's listen.
Understand the game you're playing, understand the cards very well, understand the players, know your objectives, and know your end goal. Don't fight for a kingdom that you are not ready to inherit. Don't fight for leadership if you are not ready to lead. So youths, Kenyan youths, be ready to lead, because this government can collapse any minute. If it collapses, are you organized enough to lead? And be careful of interests of other people that can confuse your genuine interests. Kumbuka, activists hataki maandamano ishe, kwa sababu maandamano ni ng'ombe ambaye anakamua anatengeneza pesa.
You know, that's kind of true. People are actually getting paid, alafu nyinyi mnagoma for free. That's one of the things why I'm not on the streets. Alafu pia, I'm not ready to be collateral damage. I said it before, I'm gonna say it again. I'm not ready to be collateral damage. You guys, I'm not ready to die for nothing. For nothing. I'm still young, I still have a life to live. That's the one of the reasons why. Okay? Na even ndo kuko. Whether you like it or not, even ndo kuko.
Siya peke yake walitengeneza 700 million. Kwa hivyo yeye sitaka ishe. Gun hataki ishe kwa sababu analipwa na mwanasiasa kwenda cause violence. Yako kazi. Mwanasiasa naye pia hataki ishe because pia anatumia siasa kurevive career yake. Na mjue kuna issue ya ukabila. Msijientertwine nyinyi kama Gen Z kwa hii mambo ya ukabila. Kataeni ukabila na mkae mbali nayo. Kwa nini ninasema hivyo? We are started very well. Tulisema we are rejecting the finance bill because Ruto is corrupt, and these taxes, we cannot be taxed when the money is being misused and wasted. When did we start supporting an opposition that is equally corrupt? Kwa sababu ukisupport mtu ako corrupt, kutoa yule ambaye ako corrupt, then how does it make sense?
Okay, the fact that Morara Kebaso aliachana na politics makes me think that he jumped ship when he realized that things are about to get messy. Because things are getting messy. Na aliona if he continues with that direction, ingemramba. But let's just hear what he has to say.
Nachukia Ruto juu ya corruption, lakini una support watu wako corrupt kwa opposition kutoa Ruto. It does not make sense. Kwa hivyo tuondoke hizo interests za watu wengine. We fight for our own goals, tujue end goal, na hiyo end goal, make sure umeachieve. Don't go to the streets to die for nothing. Very many people died yesterday. So many people lost their lives. Nobody should die for nothing. They should die for something. There should be an end goal.
And no one needs to fucking die. No one needs to go, okay? No one needs to. But he has a point. He really has a point. Okay, before we get to that, let me just see a couple of comment section to see if he's really beloved ama Umbake ni mrama. So let me just look for the response. So tunangalia comment section. So this, see, I thought you quit. You must really be struggling to stay relevant. Anyway, where do you stand? Because people are on the streets while you umeenda SA South Africa, yeah? What's the difference between you na yule mwenye ako USA? These are the mentality we are trying to fight. We need people who can put their nations first. So I kind of feel what King Kid is saying. Juu alitoka when things got hot. Na yeye mwenyewe amesema kwa video that if you are not ready to lead, so yeye aliona this will be too much na akajitoa. Understand? Another comment before we wrap this up. We don't have to agree with whatever this young man says. But if you listen to him without emotions, you realize that he's one of the genuine champions of this fight. That is Mkenya halisi. What is your point of view? Okay, tuachane na hawa. What is your point of view? What do you think about this? Personally, I think that we are in a shitty situation. Okay, so I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Alafu pia unaweza turn on the notification button, alafu utakuwa notified each time I upload. I appreciate you for taking your time to listen to me. Peace.